Good morning, soul family. How are you? I'm just looking at me thinking, sleepy girl. It's kind of that weather, you know? So, I'll give you some items to choose from for our reading for today. One is this beautiful Amethyst, clear quartz, and Celestite crystal heart that was created for me by my friends Lisa Rosenblum and Justin Parsons. The other is this Soulmate Pendant. I had it originally. I bought it. I've actually got it backwards years ago, and it was in a soldering type deal. The cage that held the crystals together were soldered together, and it broke after years of use. I wore it all the time. And so I brought it to my friend Sebastian Wolf and at one of the art shows. I actually brought it to Lisa and Justin, but they were too busy. So I took it over to my friend Sebastian, and within 10 minutes, he had wrapped around, this is the original soldering. It kind of looks like dancing, right? So he wrapped the cage. And when I had it, I had this little pendant hanging from the top. And when he created it, I asked him to add a couple little things, and he said, would you like the hearts to be hanging from there? And I said, yeah, that's beautiful. So he repurposed something that I already had and altered it a little bit and made it beautiful. I love it. I wear it all the time. I like to wear them together. So there's these two items. So there may be a reason that you choose that, right? Taking something, repurposing it, making something that you loved already and making it even better. That might be part of the reading and the reason you might be choosing that. I think I will choose that, actually, just for that reason alone. And then there's this that I created, and I repurposed and took something and made it better. So interesting, right? So I bought this jar, but it wasn't this jar. It was a round jar, and when I it was filled with all of these sea items from the sea. I'm a Pisces, I'm a mermaid, so I love this. And on this wood burl, which is the forest, and for me, I was born in North Vancouver on Seymour Mountain and on Seymour River at the mouth of the ocean. So I'm a forest mermaiden. So this really appealed to me. And then when I put it in the car and it wasn't wrapped properly, so it smashed onto another piece and cracked the bowl. So I went back in and got this bowl, and I decided to see if I could make it work, and I did. And then I added to the top of it my stacking sculpture, my crystal. This is amazing. This is selenite, kyanite, which is the shaman stone, and this is can't remember the name of that darker crystal at the top. I'm gonna have to take it in and ask somebody. Maybe I'll ask my friend Clay. He seems to know everything about crystals. Look at that crystal, Clay. Can you see? It's kind of got a purplish hue, dark. It's beautiful. But anyway, so I took something that was broken that I loved. It broke right away when I got it. Oh, I'm choosing this item. I loved it immediately as soon as I saw it, and it immediately got hit by something else and it shattered it. And I thought, and other people would throw it away, and I said, no, it's valuable to me. So I'm going to give it a stronger case. This is a much stronger shell, and see if I can help put it back together and then add my own personal healing energy from the red rocks and the crystals that mean so much to us both. I know what this means. Song right now, I'm a mess. I'm a mess when we're not together. So I'm going to choose that item. I put it right there. All right, so 3 items. So the first deck that I saw was the Archangel Power. So we're going to work with this deck. For those who chose the giant crystal Amethyst and Celestite. Celestite is a stone that helps bring you to your higher self and work with the angels, the celestial lights, right? That's the blue. And the amethyst is protection and calming, and the crystals are just fantastic, and it's beautiful. And it was made by people that I care about, so it's a precious piece. 3 people came out: a queen, a king, and a knight. How interesting. So it could be 3. I said 3 people. There's 3 people involved here: a king, a queen, and a knight. The queen is not married. She is focusing on her career There's yellow roses given to her. Those are friendship roses. She surrounds herself. She's also at a place of peace because of the doves. Clearly, she's a queen. She speaks her truth, which is denoted with the blue dress. She's the queen of Michael, and Michael is very strong and truthful, and she's self-reliant. She knows exactly what she needs to do, and she's focusing on her career right now rather than relationships. Then comes the king of Ariel. He is very successful. He likes to party. He likes to throw parties. He's got the ability to, he's got riches, and he's got a gorgeous castle. He's very pleased with himself. He's gotten to the top of his game. Professional success, financial success. He's a smart man. He has passion at the rose in front of him. So he has built something from what he's been passionate about. He's accomplished, a powerful person. And Archangel Ariel works with him. She is the angel of finances, and she is helping him. And then there's the Knight of Raphael. There's a healing taking place with this knight. This person is romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. This is the knight in shining armor. He's very emotional. There's healing taking place in this one's life. He may have gotten swept off of his feet, but this one is very committed to what matters to him, to his relationships. This could be his parents, right? This could be what I'm looking at here. These could be 3 separate situations. This could be all you. This could be all someone else. It's the energy of accomplishing, I've been focusing on my career. It's brought me riches. Spirit's been helping me. This one has not been focusing on relationships at all. Very focused on the career, very self-reliant. I've done this myself. No one's been helping me. I'm just very connected. I'm connected to Archangel Michael. So I've been building, so these two together could be a couple or could be about to be a couple, and this could represent what's going to come in, the emotions of being swept off their feet. Here I've been focusing on my work, and yet in comes love, or in comes an emotional situation. Whatever this does, it's talking about, I see a romance here, right? So this may be coming forward for these two people, a king and a queen who are accomplished, who have done it on their own, but they are connected to spirit as well. I like this. This is awesome. Let's put that down right now. Is there anything else that it could be? It could just be you, as I said. You are accomplished. You are self-reliant. You rely on spirit to help you. And there's a situation that may come in that even though you are so stable and not really looking for it, it sweeps you off your feet. That's exciting. I like that. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the Soulmate Pendant, this pendant has garnet, rhodochrosite, amethyst, rose quartz, ruby, and clear quartz crystal. The clear quartz crystal amplifies all the others, which all have to do with love. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Soulmate Pendant, correct for neutrality on all levels. A situation has ended. Something has come to an end. And you're finally free of something. I'm taking my bow. It's like my last, whatever it is that I needed to do, I've accomplished it. It's done. I may be released from a contract. I may be released from a relationship. I may be released from a job. I may be released from anything like a karmic situation that I've been working through. I've decided I'm done. It's over. I've done a good job. I'm also very accomplished. What I have done has been very difficult to accomplish. Right? Standing on your toes is not an easy trait. This woman or man works hard and long hours. And maybe that's what it is. There's been a transformation. There are 3 swans here. And there's a crane coming in from behind. So the crane represents a jack of all trades, the master of none, or the master of many. A crane sees an opportunity that others do not, and they act on the opportunity, and they're able to make something of that opportunity, and they can benefit and profit from it. They're able to stand a long time in their emotional waters. This crane represents this one. But I have now decided I've been there long enough, and I've got opportunities for happiness in front of me. And if you don't know that, maybe I've just decided I'm done with this. I'm opening myself up, and Spirit says, and because of that, opportunities for happiness will follow. You're being asked to put the past behind you. Release it, let it go. It's over. It's a brand new year. It's a brand new you. You get to make brand new decisions. You get to open yourself to brand new, exciting opportunities. An ending is always a new beginning. Song right now, one taught me love, one taught me patience. So this one's talking about relationships and different people in their lives, and they've learned from it. Look what you taught me. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. I learned my lesson. Thank you, next. I'm moving on. All right. And for those who chose the sea sculpture, I chose this, the compilation of the ocean and the forest and Sedona. So we got the mountains, the ocean, and the forest all here. In me too. That's me. That represents me. I love it. And I'm a healer. I'm a shaman. I work with the animal messengers when I say shaman. Appointed by God, not by any tribe. I was taught the language of the animals. Well, I came in speaking it when I was a little girl. So I work very closely with animal messengers and the forest and the ocean and the mountains and the land and the crystals. They're all very, very integral, central parts of my life that I go to. I love this sitting in front of me. I like it right there. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose. And remember, that piece and this piece that we just did was taking something that was already in place and improving upon it and making it last and maybe tweaking it a little bit and making it a little bit more appealing to the eye. This one is very unusual, definitely one of a kind. It's a mixture of all these things. And you know what's interesting is when the glass shattered inside, I dumped all of the inners out until I decided how I was going to rebuild this. And a little piece of the glass remained. Can you see it right there shining? It's like, so I didn't get rid of everything. And some of the old casing came with it as well. But now it's protected inside this very strong. It's probably 3 times the thickness as the other. The other one was round on top. This one is flat on top, which was able to allow spirits grounding, protecting, healing energy. Because kyanite and selenite, they're right here. This is kyanite and this is selenite. They are self-charging and self-clearing crystals, and they charge and clear every other crystal. So this is constantly being kept purified. Correct for neutrality. What is the message? I left my work line on and I forgot, so I'm asking Spirit to let me get this message out before my phone rings. Otherwise, I'll have to just send it to voicemail, and I don't want to do that. Correct for neutrality. There we go. I love this. I spoke about this this morning. A friend of mine shared about relationships and girls, women. Women should be there to support one another, have fun with each other, upbuild each other, encourage one another, pat each other on the back. And I spoke with my client yesterday about calling this in. And I said, I would rather have a few women like this in my life. I'm the one who's focusing on career and girlfriends. I'm not focusing on relationships. So I believe I will be swept off my feet when it occurs. And here you see 3 girlfriends. And I said, I have 3 friends that every day when I see 11, 11, 10, 10, 1, 1, 1, I take a snapshot and I send it to them. It's a reminder. Remember, whatever you're going through, whatever you're thinking about, maybe you're caught up in something, but you're being reminded, pay attention to 11, 11. A divine gateway is opening. 10:10, magic and miracles is coming. And 1:11, keep your thoughts positive. What are you thinking about right now? Do you like what you're creating by what you're thinking? If yes, keep going. If not, change your stinking thinking, because you are creating the universe around you by what you bring in with your own mind, right? So there are my 3 friends. That's so interesting. This could also be all 3 aspects of yourself. There's a redhead, kind of spicy, kind of a hothead, very passionate. There's a blonde, calm, cool, collected, quite stunning. Then there's the brunette, rich. I mean, rich in quality. I like, it's funny because I've got all 3 of these colors in my hair. So as I said, it could be you. My hairdresser, we dye my hair much darker because it's actually blonde. And I have natural blonde streaks in it, and it always goes red because I have all these colors. So this could literally represent all of you, all of you. And look, your ship has come in, and you're not even worried about it. You're just enjoying yourself. You're just living each day, one day at a time, looking for the reasons to celebrate in your life. A community of close friends, right? I said I'd rather have 3 of these ones that are spiritual cheerleaders, that are encouragers, that are friends that I can count on, that love me, support me, speak highly of me, and I of them. Then a whole mass of group of people. I had 4,000 friends and I don't know how many thousands of followers before my Facebook account got hacked. And now I have about 300 people on my list, and I've made my page very private. It's just my friends and I know every single person on there, and I like it. I'd rather have a small, close-knit group of people, right? And so there's reasons for things happening. This talks about happy announcements coming regarding relationships, regarding children. I really, I'm hoping for both, because I've had distance from both of my children because of their spiritual beliefs, or I guess because of my spiritual beliefs, because of their religion and my spiritual beliefs. And I haven't spoken, they haven't spoken to me. I spoke to them both recently. And so this is happy announcements regarding relationships or children. I always hope for the best, right? I'm looking at this, looks like Cabo San Lucas. So to me, it's like the southern California tip down there. I'm from California. I'm also looking at the mermaids' clothing. The one is all green, love and healing, the one in front, or the aspect of you in front. And the ones behind, they have similar, they're bejeweled. They're covered in crystals. And the colors are fun and exciting and beautiful and shiny. And the girl here, this one, the hothead, the passionate one, the part of you, that's the one very much connected to spirit. She's looking into a crystal, and she's lost in the light. She's looking into that. She's got a wreath of seaweed or flowers or whatever around her head. She dresses very eclectic and funky. I like that about her. And there's a little purple starfish climbing out of these emotional waters, climbing up to this group of ones. So I'm on my way. You're my star. You're my shining star. I've been depressed. I've had a difficult time, but I'm coming out of my emotional waters. Purple is spiritual, right? I'm connecting to my spirit self. I'm coming to you. I'm because this is the group of people that you turn to. This is your closest ones, or this is you. This is all aspects of why I love you and why I'm being drawn to you. You are literally pulling me out of my emotional waters. Why? These women are smiling. They're laughing. Their vibration is high. This woman is smiling, laughing, looking for the reasons for joy and happiness, focusing on their spiritual connection, playing with daisies around their head, dressing in fun, playful colors, enjoying life, focusing on healing and love, right? That's why this little starfish is climbing as quickly as they can out of their emotional waters towards this one. So I like that. That's how I see that. Now, you may have announcements regarding relationships and children coming in, and they're positive. So keep a positive a mindset, right? If you smile, it's impossible to think something crummy. Smile. It does a body good. I'm rubbing my dog. She's right here. When I'm talking, she thinks something's about to happen because there's nobody in the house. Are we going somewhere? I want to go. So she's sitting next to me, and the whole time I'm talking, I'm rubbing her ear. Yeah, I'm rubbing her ear. Now, maybe I am rubbing the ear of someone who's listening, right? Well, someone that wants to be next to me, rubbing the ear gently, caring for this one, because maybe the words that are being heard are helping. I hope so. So if I can help you with a private reading, you can connect with me on my website, which is www.theangelswhisper.com. My prices are there. There's a lot of stuff on that page. I have to go and revamp it. I don't have a computer. It's actually being worked on right now. And once I do, I think I'll do some work on my website. Take some things down, fix some more things up. I did a lot of crystal creations, and used to make a lot of things. I'm called the Queen of Wands. I make ceremonial sage wands. Do I have one out here? I don't have one here. There's one in the other room, but I made them when I was in California. So I have a couple of those left here, and I've got my crystal clusters and my pineal pine cones with feathers from the avian messengers and crystals. I'll share that at the next reading we do, because that's something I think I'd like to get back into creating. It's fabulous. It's a way to connect with all of the crystals. It's a way to connect with the avian messengers. It's a way to connect with spirit. And the pine cone is literally, it resembles the pineal gland. So it's connecting to your highest self. So you sit in front of this, you spin the pine, I'll show it to you. You spin the pine cone, and whatever your eye lands on, that crystal is the one that is focusing for you. Or perhaps the messenger that delivered. These messengers, they drop these feathers for me. I don't pick them. They give them to me. There's so many here represented. There's blue jay, there's dove, there is peacock, there are, I think there's a little red hawk in here. Yeah. And all of them mean specific things. I know what they all mean. There are 2 wings and a key, and then all of these crystals. So I've made these, depending on the size, they went from 125 to, I think the smallest one was 65 at the time. Aren't they beautiful? So, on my website. Otherwise, my email address is sherricolumbus@yahoo.com. SHERRICOLUMBUS, all one word, at yahoo.com. So, if I could help you and be a channel from Spirit for you, I would be honored. So, take care. Have a good day.